Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the occupants pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Coming to another lesson, Lord's willing to be edifying. I'm titling this, by the hands of Israel, Yahweh and Yahushua will bring judgment upon Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and all the heathens, and the 2/3 that is on the face of this earth. Short title, by the hand of my people Israel. Okay? Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua say, by the hand of his people Israel shall he get vengeance on all the heathen nations for what they did to the nation of Israel. Okay? In this hundreds of scriptures about how the Lord is going to do Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. It's plenty of scriptures. I'm just bringing out a few. This is on the screen right now. This is what Mike Epps put up. It was a while ago. But he put up basically him beating some Edomites. And what the Edomites doing? Picking cotton. Because in the kingdom, okay, all nations shall be servants under the Hebrew Israelites. Okay? They will be servants under the Hebrew Israelites. And it's just one of many little images of Jake putting up on YouTube or on Google, images of Jake ruling the Edomites. It's just one of many. Okay? So I'm going to start with Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And it reads, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. Who is Edom? The Edomites, the so-called white race. Okay? The descendants of Esau. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Power. Reading this again. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. So the Lord say he's going to use Israel to put that work in on these Edomites. Okay? The so-called white man. And the other 16 nations, Gentile nations, okay? Because there's 18 nations on the earth. Israel is one. It's 17 other nations, and they all had us in captivity. They all are wicked. Now, he said, by the hand of my people, Israel. Okay? This is Jeremiah 51, verse 19. And it reads, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. All things, man. Everything. Jacob is. 12 tribes of Israel. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Who inheritance? Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. It reads, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua called the elect of Israel his battle axes and weapons of war. It reads, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. Who's the horse and his rider? In slavery time, when Jacob was picking cotton, who was on the horses? The Edomites. Okay? So it say, with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. Now, if the Lord, this is the Lord of all love. Why he said he gonna break in pieces man and woman, maid and young man, and I will break in pieces the horse and his rider. Who is the horse and rider? Esau, Edom. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariots and his rider. What's their chariots? Their army tanks. Okay. They are police cars. They are helicopters. They are fighter jets. Okay, they stealth bombers. He said, with thee I break in pieces the chariots and the rider, man. This is talking about everything that got to do with Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Okay. Reading this again. With thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maiden. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. Who is the shepherd, man? Talking about these false pastors in these churches. Your TD Snakes, okay, your Creflo Dollar, okay, your Arab Sharp Tongues, your Jesse Jackasses, okay, your Joel Austeens, your John Hagees, your Joyce Myers, okay, your Kenneth Copelands. Hey, the Lord is going to jack them up the same way he did Billy Graham, okay? Billy Graham took the easy way out. The Lord said, with thee will I break in pieces, okay? With thee will I break in pieces the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and all the inhabitants of the Chaldean all the evil that they have done in Zion. Zion is the mount, okay, is the nation of Israel. It's the mountain of the Lord's people, man. Israel, okay. He said, with thee and all the evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh, which destroy all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon them, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Because he said he's going to destroy North America with them intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, but with us, the elect, Lord's willing, I'm one of those men. He's going to break in pieces nations. Reading this again. And with thee will I break in pieces let me jump back up one more time. It say, thou art my battle axes and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. This is talking about every kingdom on this earth, man. Every rulership. Iran, Syria, okay, Saudi Arabia, Russia, North Korea, China, South Korea, Japan. They all is going to be destroyed, man. Africa, okay, Britain, Europe, all of Europe, Portugal, Spain, everything, man. The Lord is coming back to wreak havoc with who? He say, by the hand of my people, Yasha Allah, man. Israel. Okay? The elect. He's going to destroy nations and kingdoms, man. This is Isaiah 41, verse 15, and it reads, Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth, that thou shalt thresh the mountain, and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. He's talking about destroying the mountains and the hills. Hills represent a smaller government. The mountains represent a big government. He's going to destroy mountains and the hills. That's every government on this earth, every rulership, every king, basically talking about the president who over that country. Everything going to be destroyed. With who? The Lord said, Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountain and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. So the mountain's going to be made small, and the hills just going to be gone as chaff in the wind, man. Basically nothing, man. Okay, dust, smoke, disintegrated. Okay? The Lord is not playing no games, man. This is serious. Now this is Hosea chapter 12, verse 3. This is talking about Jacob and Esau. He took his brother by the heel in the womb, and by his strength he had power with God. Okay? So it say by his strength he had power with God to do what? Hey, it say right here in Hosea chapter 12, verse 3. He took his brother by the heel in the womb, and by his strength he had power with God. He took his brother by the heel to do what, man? To bring Esau down, man. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra. Hey, that Hosea chapter 12, verse 3 is cold, man. This is a precept to that. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6. And I'm going to start at verse 8. And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Now listen to me carefully. Carefully. I'm going to read this again. This is Hosea chapter 12 and verse 3. And it reads again. He took his brother by the heel in the womb, and by his strength he had power with Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. To do what? To bring down his wicked, evil brother Esau. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Now, let's how you know this apocryphal links with these scriptures, man. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. This is in 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. Read this again in Hosea 12 and 3. He took his brother by the heel in the womb, and by his strength he had made power with God. Going back into the apocryphal. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Now, I don't tell you what it is that followeth. It just tell you he's the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? And we know that's the kingdom, man. Okay? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Now, that's twice about the heel of Esau. Let's get it in Genesis 25, man. Okay, because that was in Hosea, man. This is Genesis 25. Genesis 25 and verse 26. And after that came out his brother. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob. Okay? That's the third time, man. Why does it keep mentioning about twice in the Bible and once in the Apocrypha, man? Why does it keep talking about Jacob took hold of Esau's heel? And tell you in Hosea 12 and 3, with strength, he had strength with the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and he took his brother down, man. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, meaning kingdom, man. Okay? What we're going to do to them demons? Shackle them up, man. Captivity. Hey, he that leadeth in captivity must go into captivity, man. That's Revelation 13 and 10. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. What is the blessing of Esau? His blessing was to live by the sword, and by the sword will he have the fatness of the earth, man. He wasn't going to have the fatness of the earth just because he was going to ask for it. No, he was going to use his sword to get it. And how do they take over nations on top of nations on top of nations? How do they go into people's countries and take over? With the sword, the modern day guns, their missiles, okay, their atomic bombs, starting with their atomic bombs, okay, their tanks, their missiles, their army, their arsenal, because they are the power of the earth, man. Okay, they have, or they used to have, the #1 power source of the earth, but now other countries have the same missiles, even better missiles than North America got. Okay, now this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 7, and chapter 5 verse 17, and it reads, he shall take him his jealousy. This is talking about Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor. Okay? And make the creature his weapon for the vengeance of his enemies. What's his creatures, man? We are his creatures. But he talking about Jacob, man. Okay? The elect of Yasharallah, man. The elect of Israel. Okay? The elect of the 12 tribes. There are 12,000 from each 12 tribes, man. The 12,000 from each 12 tribes, he's going to make what? His weapon for the revenge of his enemies, man. Of our enemies. Yasharallah enemies, man. He's going to use Yasharallah to take out the enemies, man. Okay? Thus saith the scriptures. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate and true judgment instead of an helmet. Okay? It say, and true judgment instead of an helmet. Okay? He said, by the hand of my people Israel will I destroy kingdoms and nations. By the hand of my people Israel, I will lay hold on Edom. Okay? What we going to do to them? We're going to put them in captivity. This talking about the elites of them, though. All the peons, six-pack Edomites, they're going to be destroyed, man. Okay? Now this 2nd Ezra, chapter 8. I'm going to read verse 1. And it reads, and he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. The world to come for few, man. Okay? Now, this is Psalms, because this was going to happen to these demons when they go into captivity, man. This is Psalms 149 and verse, I'm going to start at verse 6. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen. Who's the heathen? All 17 nations, mainly Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Who's their kings and their nobles? All these elites, okay, and they are genius scientists, okay, all the elites, everything about the 1%ers, okay, starting with the main family of Esau, Edom, the Rothschilds, okay, to bind their kings with chains and nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written, that his honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. Now, who is the saints? Psalms 148 and verse Psalm 148 and make sure I got this correct. Psalm 148 verse 14, right? These are his saints. It say, and read it again, to execute upon them the vengeance, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Who are the saints? It's the Israelites. Psalm 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. So the saints is the Israelites. So who's going to get judgment? Esau, Edom. By who? The hand of his people, Yasharallah. He princes of God, man. He princes of Yahweh, man. Okay? He princes of the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man. Now this is Numbers chapter 24. Numbers 24 and verse I'm gonna start at verse is it Numbers 24? Yeah. Numbers 24 and Numbers 24 and verse 17. And it reads, I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not now. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Yasharallah, out of Israel, meaning Yahushua, and smite the corners of Moab, okay, talking about the Chinese, and destroy all the children of Sheth, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do violently. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, this is talking about the so-called, Amalek is the so-called Jews, which is all the ones that call themselves Israeli, okay, the so-called Jews, starting with the Rothschilds. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up this parable and said, Amalek was the first of all the nations. That's why I tell you when you read in Psalm 83, man. Amalek was the first of all the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Okay? It say forever, man. Read this again. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. That's talking about all the Edomites and all their lands is going to be a possession. And Israel shall do violently, man. It say valiantly, okay? To the nation of Edom, man. Gonna do what they will, man. Okay? Now going back to Psalms chapter 2, verse 8, and it reads, I'm read verse 7. I would declare the decree, the Lord hath said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Hey, I just read to you, say, Seir shall be the possession, and Edom, okay? He said, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, okay? Hey, that ain't hard to understand, man. He shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance. Now, this is Ezekiel. What was I going to? Ezekiel. Oh, yeah, Ezekiel 39. Ezekiel 39 and 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. Who is the sword? Who blessing was the sword? The Edomites, man. The so-called white man. So he say fell all they by the sword. Okay? But the Lord say, when I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' land, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen, but I gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord. So, hey, he's gathering now, man. Ain't no more scattering. So all you heathens, you about to go down. Okay? You about to go down. And to add to that, man, this is Isaiah going back in verse 40. And I'm gonna read verse 28. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainted not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. Hey, his understanding is above all understanding. You can't understand Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You can't understand Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. You can't. It's no way possible. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint. Who is the faint? The one that's on the bottom of the totem pole, man. Okay, the worms of the earth. Yashala, man. Okay. Reading again. It reads, he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases strength. Hey, the 12 tribes of Israel, we don't have no might here, man. Okay? All the other nations are over us. And when he called them in Daniel chapter 4, verse 17, and in Job chapter 30, man, he called them the bases of men. Okay? He put the bases of men over us. But he said to us, what he say? He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary. Okay? And the young men shall utterly fall, man. They're talking about the 2/3 of our people and all the heathen nations, man. He said, but they that wait upon the Lord, his elect, shall, it say, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. Man, we're going to be able to fly like Superman and Thor, man. Can you imagine that? Okay? They shall run and not be weary. Hey, that's like Flash, man, and Superman racing, man. Okay? When you watch the little episode when Superman and Flash was racing, man, he said they shall run and not get weary, man. That's Quicksilver too, man. If you want to go into the comic world, into the superhero world on TV, okay? These little Marvel comics. And they shall walk and not faint, man. Okay? That's spiritual power right there, man. But they that wait upon the Lord. What the Lord say in Zephaniah, man? I'm finna read that, man. It say, read this again. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. Eagles is the flying high, is the highest flying bird, man. Okay? We're gonna be like Superman and Thor, man. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint, man. Hey, he say he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases strength. What he said Jacob was, man. Jacob, Yashala mean what? He prince of power, man. Okay? He princes of God, man. He's going to give the elect spiritual powers, man. And if you can't accept that, man, you're just blinded. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Same thing I just read to you in Isaiah 41, man. It said, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, meaning righteous anger, man. Righteous judgment, man. The kingdoms to pour upon them my righteous anger, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. What was the jealousy, man, that I read to you in the Apocrypha, man? I'm going to read that again, man. He said, all my jealousy, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 17. And it reads, he shall take to him his jealousy, okay, for complete armor, man. So the Lord is pissed off, man, okay? And make the creature his weapon for the revengeance of his enemy, man. For the revenge of his enemies, man. He said, by the hand of my people Israel will I lay hold on Edom, and I will destroy nations and kingdoms, man. Okay? Hey, so this gonna be that new transatlantic. This gonna be that new slave trade right here. You see this? This is a little clip somebody put up. It's called Hollywood Presents Kunta Kinte. Now that's Charles Heston, who played in the movie The Ten Commandments, the old one back in the 60s. See them on the ship? Hey, they all going into captivity, okay? Hey, this is gonna be the new captivity, man. Esau, Edom on slave ships. Hey, it just letting you know that Esau is going to captivity, man, for what they did. Okay? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, man. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword, man. Hey, look at this Edomite right here, man. He looks surprised, okay? Like, oh, man, we done messed up, man. Yeah. Captivity, man. Okay? It's captivity. Straight up. On a major level, man. Here go another one. Hey, this is beautiful right here, man. Okay? You got Jake beating it back, man. Okay? Hey, Jake putting in work, man. Now, here goes some Edomites right here. They said they sorry, man. They got t-shirts that say, so sorry. Okay? See that? Say, so sorry. Hey, they chained up, man. And you got Jake right here looking at him like, hey, you did what you did. Hey, he got a yoke of iron on the neck too, man. Okay? Hey, that's the spirit, man. Okay? That's the spirit, man. I had to get these, man. A couple clips, man. Because this was going to happen to Esau, Edom, man. Okay? This is what's going to happen to the Edomites, man. Captivity, man. Slavery. Hey, we finna be ruling heaven, man. Okay? I'll pray to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man. And you see Jake right here, man? Hey, Esau will go into captivity, man. Thus saith the scriptures. And I'm going to read it. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. And it reads, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And we know who the saints is. So it's the patience of the elect to wait till the Lord said, wait on him to come back, till he rise up to the prey. Hey, he said, by the hand of you, I'm going to destroy these demons, man. Okay? You know how beautiful that is, man? That's beautiful, man. For Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man, is about to wreak havoc on these demons, man. And about to destroy the virgin daughter of Babylon. Babylon the Great, North America. Oh, and Israel, man. Okay? You got these demons over there trotting down our city, man. Tell you that in the scriptures, man. Okay? Bastards shall dwell in our land, man. So, hey, we shall bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, man. So all you elites, hey, Lamentation 4 and 21, man. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, man. That's Lamentation 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, because your end is near, man. captivity is upon you. So you might well get ready, man. Okay? Your captivity is due, man. It's due. Okay? Hey, I'm gonna show you this one too, cause you got little Jake babies, man. You got the little young ones. Hey, he said we should dash their babies in pieces, man. Okay? Hey, look at this, man. You got Jake at the back, man. Okay? Jake at the back, man. They all chained up. Okay? Got yokes and iron on their neck, man. They all chained up. Hey, man. Hey, they might well get ready for this, man, cause this is real. This ain't no game. It's real, okay? This is serious business. And the Lord about to bring this. Okay? You gotta look at Jake. Jake putting in work. Busting that Edomite up, man. Okay? Oh, yeah. You see them Edomites over there on the left? Hey, man. They scared, man. They scared to get beat, man. They about to get smashed in, man. Okay? Oh, yeah. It's about to pop off, man. Real serious. It's about to pop off, man. This is not no game. This is real. Hey, this right here. Show you this. This what happened to us, man. This is all Jake on the transatlantic slave trade. All bodies. All around this ship, man. Okay? All around the ship, man. These are bodies of Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay? But guess what? That same ship we was on, man. Guess what? This gonna be them, man. This gonna be Esau, Edom. Doing that same thing, man. Okay? This gonna be them right here. Doing that same thing. Chained up on ships, man. Oh, yeah. They is about to go into captivity. Hey, so with that, Lord's witness are edifying. I want to say I'll pray to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rekah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere say takes to all the Akim, pushing this truth like the four winds that are working up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Agwaf who are listening and learning. Shalom.